Hey, Lowry, what are your overall feelings right now?
Just disappointed. It's sad that this ended right now. I think we had a chance to go a lot further, but we're proud of these guys. Played their hearts out. Sports.
You guys were up by 8. The way you guys had things going, and then they hit a couple threes and came back into the game. What changed in that little 3-4 minute period right there?
We just weren't able to finish the game. We divided the game 7 4-minute wars, and they got the last war. We weren't able to finish the game.
You went the last 11 minutes of the game without even taking a shot. Was it just plays weren't called for you, or were you just not looking for the shot? Or?
Of course I was looking for the shot. Credit to Xavier, they did a really good job taking my shot away. And I think my teammates were in a better position at the ball, so I made the passes that. That's it.
Laurie, what did they do to you offensively? Did you couldn't get a score, couldn't get a shot in the second half late? Were they defending you differently?
Yeah, they took like I said, credit to Xavier, their zone defense. I was trying to get the ball in the middle, but there was too many people there, so I wasn't able to get the ball as much. But they did a really good job when I had the ball, just being close to me. And so.
I guess the people who followed you, the team all year, are shocked at what's happened. How do you feel about this?
Of course, I'm disappointed the season ended this way, this early, but just proud of these guys. Put their hearts out.
When will you, obviously after the season, when will you take the time to make your decision whether or not you're going to go to the NBA or not?
I'm not answering that. I just need to take my mind off right now. So I'm not commenting stuff.
This had to be one of the more physical games you've been in because you guys were going around.
Final 40 minutes. We just didn't expect it. Like I said, last 3 minutes of the game, they played better. I don't know what happened. It hurts a lot.
You just hit on your play in the second half, and how much the foul trouble maybe affected it?
Affected a little bit, but it doesn't matter right now. We lost. It's kind of, we can't change it right now. Those fouls, they don't matter right now.
Obviously,
I'm sure you have answered this question before, but can you just summarize your thoughts right now after the game?
So we pretended it was a tough loss, and we lost to a great prepared team. They fought hard. They wanted it more than us, and it looked like they wanted it more than us. We wanted it more, but at the end of the day, they played hard, and they played great.
It looked like you guys came out a little slow. What was? It's obviously you guys knew it was a big game. Do you think maybe there was a letdown just because they were 11 seed?
No, definitely not. We knew they were a great team. It was just, you switched it up, man zone, and that kind of messed with us a little bit.
How many different variations of defense do you figure you guys saw out there tonight?
Three.
So they played all three of them.
Yeah.
What kind of message you get to Wildcat fans?
We had a great year, and it just takes one loss to everyone to forget about everything that we did all year. We won the Pac-12 championship, we won the Pac-12 20 championship, and we were 32-5. And we had a historic year for the team.
Yeah, so overall, you consider it pretty successful with everything, especially with everything you dealt with.
Of course, we wanted more. Everyone wants to be at the promised land, but overall, I'd probably say we had a good average year.
You guys
controlled the rebounding pretty well. I mean, there was a lot of talk about how good they were there. I mean, but on the other hand, they shot pretty well, and like you said, maybe threw off a little bit defensively. What do you think the key was? I mean,
the key was supposed to be rebounding, but today we didn't execute on offense and defense. We didn't guard the ball.
That final minute, what are you seeing? That final minute of play, what are you seeing?
It's a tie game. We had 3 chances to win, but that didn't cause us to lose the game. Those 3 plays didn't cause us to lose the game. It was the whole game.
In the end, what are you going to take away from this?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you just summarize your thoughts right now after this?
I don't really have a thought, to be honest. It's not really much to say. Just I don't have a thought.
What about the course of the season and ending it? Would you consider this year a successful year?
Oh yeah, we had a successful year. We went 32-5. That's a great year. Can't really ask for any better. Xavier they were the more prepared team today, and they showed it.
Well, what about how you developed over the course of the year? How satisfied or dissatisfied are you with how you came along and your role in the program?
Yeah, I think I came out strong. I had a great year. I feel like I had a successful year, and then my change role, kind of took a back seat. Can't really control that, but when I was out there, I feel like I had a successful year.
Yeah, was it frustrating to deal?
Yeah. I know you're probably disappointed, but can you just wrap up the season, how you came along, probably your best year as a Wildcat, and then the feeling right now?
I mean, it hurts a lot. I mean, no one expected this game to end like this. We had a really high expectation from us. Xavier is obviously a very good team. They played better than us today. They totally deserve this win. But like I said, we just the last 3 minutes of the game, they just played harder than us. And overall, like Coach mentioned after the game, we had a successful year. We won the Pac-12 regular season championship, Pac-12 tournament. We had 32 wins, but still it hurts. It hurts because we had a higher goals, but it is what it is now. We can't change it. That's it.
There's a good chance Lowry maybe played his last one for Arizona. There's a lot of pro prospects. So how do you describe the experience playing alongside a guy like that?
He's a great player. Probably one of the best power forwards I've ever played with. I've never seen a 7-foot guy with such a great touch from the outside, and he just plays with an extremely high IQ. He's a really smart player. He can play inside and outside.
Yeah.
And, Lowry's a great player overall.
Is it frustrating when the last 10 minutes he wasn't able to get a shot off, and they obviously were game planning for that? Is that frustrating when you can't get a guy like that the ball?
Yeah, of course. I mean, he's one of our main weapons, and they did a great job of defending him in the last 10 minutes of the game. But they just played better basketball game at the end. Yeah.
They went to you on one of the last shots, on that last shot. Did they hit you? Did you just fell short?
I don't even know. Like maybe they hit me, but it doesn't matter. Like I could have done a better job, But now it's too late. It is what it is. We lost, and we can't go back in time now.
You've been here for 3 of these now. Just how does this one rate in all those?
I mean, it hurts a lot. I think probably. I don't know. It just happened, but probably this one is the most painful. We had a really high goals, high expectations from this team, and losing in Sweet 16 it's something that we expected. But it is what it is. We can't go, like I said before, we can't go back in time.
Yeah. Your first half, though, kept them in the game. I guess you had a lot of points going too early, trying to get you in rhythm.
It's all nice, but it doesn't matter right now.
Yeah.
So Alonzo, you know, you missed the first 19 games of the year, and then you come back, and you guys are playing well, and you guys really think you have. It's kind of seemed like it was starting to line. How do you? I know you answered, but how do you kind of digest something like this?
Just gotta say it's been a long year, full of emotions, full of stress, full of ups, full of downs, and not disappointing because we had a great year. All the things we were able to accomplish, being 32-5, winning the conference tournament. You know, those are all great things, and those are all special things to accomplish in program history. It was kind of like the icing on the cake would have been, a perfect ending would be going to a Final Four and winning a national championship, which we weren't able to do. So, but that's tough when you feel like you could have done it, and you actually really believe and you know you could have done it. But your journey came to an end early, even when you didn't want it to.
Have people already asked you what you're going to do next year? What your
Nobody's
future?
asked me that.
What is, now that I've asked, any thoughts on what you're going to do?
That's the furthest thing from my mind. My mind is so caught up in everything that just happened, and that me and my teammates, our journey just ended, and it's just tough game to swallow, man.
The suddenness probably hurts too. Now you go back to school Monday and there's no word about basketball.
Yeah. Wanted to be playing Saturday and then going back home knowing that you were going to go down to Phoenix. So disappointing that we weren't able to make that happen.
Do you plan on going to the Final Four at all, or do you just kind of want to stay away from that?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have no tickets, so.
If somebody gave you the tickets, would you take it?
I have no clue. I'd be more pissed we're not playing in it than anything.
A couple shots, second half especially, just looked like they were in and out, especially the last shot. That's just something that's just going to fuel you for the rest of the summer, knowing how close.
I mean, yeah, it happens. I mean, I had a few go in and out. It's tough, especially the last one and all that. But, I mean, everything fuels me, so I'm always trying to dedicate myself to and push myself to be put more time into the game, and I do it almost to a point where it's almost anal and it's psychotic, so, but, I want to be great at the game. I'm going to continue to work, and, I'm going to use everything I can to continue to make me be that way.
So you may have answered this already, but you were on such a roll there in the middle of the second half, and then to put you guys in a pretty good position, and then to like you say, go in and out, miss the shots at the end. Does that make it worse or better that you were there at least? How do you feel about that?
Better or worse? You just lost the damn game.
Yeah.
That's really the only way to put it. Had an opportunity to win the game. Didn't get it done.
Yeah. Well, how would you characterize the season in general, not only for you but just the team? All the adversity you guys went over through yourself.
Great year, tremendous year. A year that has a lot of memorabilia history that'll be in the on the walls, in the memorabilia locker room. Just tough because we all had our sights on the Final Four, and it was what we talked about, and we believed it. And we knew it was something we could do, and then our journey got kind of cut short. Us going down the day, but you know, we knew it wasn't going to be easy. We knew we weren't going to walk there. Nobody was going to let us, you know, go to a Final Four just because it's in Phoenix, and then you know, it doesn't work like that.
Fair or unfair, people are going to question some of the moves down the stretch and ask about, you know, Coach Miller and stuff like that. How are your feelings about the way he controlled the game for you guys and put you guys in the position today?
Of course, and the guy that has his basketball team 32-5. They don't probably know much if they're questioning them in that standpoint. But you know, Coach did what he thought was best for us and put us in the best position to try to win the game. You know, and we're going to go out there and try to execute the best we can as a basketball team. Totally have faith and belief behind my coach that he knows what he's doing, not somebody else that's trying to judge him.
Do you figure you have a process again?